On today's episode of the Aim to Win in Business and Life podcast, we're going to talk about where is your next sale coming from? So do you know where your next sale is coming from? This is a very intriguing episode, and I know you're going to get a lot out of it. So get ready to learn and get ready to win right now. Tonight, I'm going to talk to you about this one question that you really should be asking yourself in your business. And if you are not asking yourself this question, then trust me, you are making a huge mistake. So that one question is, do you know where your next sale will come from? So let's think about that. Do you know where your next sale will come from? Think about it. Think about it long and think about it hard. And think about it as it relates to your business and how you do business and how you conduct business. Because if you don't know where your next sale is going to come from, then that says a lot about how you do business. It says a lot about how you operate. It really says that first and foremost, you don't have a sales plan. Second, you don't have a marketing plan. Third, you don't know anything about how sales come through on your business. You don't know anything about planning for sales in your business, and you don't know anything about marketing and promoting your business. Well, if you don't know where your next sale is going to come from, here's some things that you can do. The first thing that you can do is take a look back over your past sales that you've had, maybe over the last 30 days, and figure out where those sales came from and who they came from and how you were able to generate them. Did you generate the sales because you did Facebook Lives? Did you generate the sales because you posted in a specific group? Did you generate the sale because you did a webinar? Did you generate the sales because you did a live event? Did you generate the sales because you did a vending event? Did you generate the sales because you sent an email? How did you generate your last sales over the past 30 days? What did you do? What prompted that response? How did you ask for the sale? Did you ask for the sale one-on-one over the phone? Did you ask for the sale when you were on a webinar? Did you ask for the sale when you were live? How did you generate your last sale? Because how you generated your last sale is going to give you a clue about how you can go about generating sales in the future. What you need to do as it relates to your business, guys, is you need to, one, be intentional. You need to be intentional about where your sales are going to come from. You need to be intentional about how you're going to market and promote your business, where you're going to market and promote your business, whether it's going to be all through social media or whether you're going to have a mixed media plan. Meaning that you're going to do some posting on social media, you're going to send emails, you're going to do live events, you're going to pick up the phone and call people, you're going to call your leads. How are you going to generate your next sales? You have to be intentional about that. But more importantly than being intentional about how you're going to generate your next sale, you also need to have a plan with regards to how you're going to do that. And I always say to people that a good week begins the week before. A good day begins the day before. A good month begins the month before. And a good year begins the year before. So right about this time of the year, what you should be doing is planning for your 2020. You need to have a clear 2020 vision, and you need to understand how you're going to generate sales each and every month of the year. Now, today is July 15th. It's the middle of the month and it's the middle of the year. Therefore, it should be time for you to do a mid-year check-in and figure out, guess what? How have I done? How did I do the last 6 months of the year? How did I generate my sales the last 6 months of the year? And how am I planning on generating my sales 6 months ahead? What am I going to do? What am I going to offer? Who am I going to offer it to? What events do I have planned? What sales actions am I going to take? What are my intentions? Who am I going to target? How am I going to make that happen? So if you don't know where your next sale is going to come from, then you have some work to do on your business. You really do. You have some work to do as it relates to planning. You have some work to do as it relates to marketing, and you have some work to do as it relates to taking an analysis. So basically, you want to take a look back, and it's good to look back over 30 days. It's also good to look back over 90 days, and it's definitely good to look back over the past 6 months and the past year. You want to do a look back and you want to do an analysis, and you want to see what months were good months, what days were good days. And once you figure out what months were good months and what days were good days, you want to figure out then, what did you do on those specific days? What did you say on those specific days? What did you say to your audience? What did you say in your emails? What did you say on social media? What did you say in your ads? What kind of copy did you have? What kind of images did you have? All of these things play a part, and all of these things play a role. Sometimes what I've found as it relates to business and as it relates to sales is that we as entrepreneurs often will find things that absolutely work. We'll have a good month. That month may be a month where we did, thousands of dollars in sales. And what we tend to do is we tend to stop. So we stop very short of our success. And I don't understand why business owners do that, because they'll have the blueprint already kind of laid out because they've done the work. So they understand what works. They understand how to make things work. But they abandon all of the things that they did that caused them success in the first place. Have you ever experienced that? Where you had a good month of sales and then the next month comes around and you just can't duplicate it. It's almost as if you're still busy celebrating the previous month until you forgot to do the same things that you did the month before so that you can continue it. Success is about, first and foremost, experiencing it. Second, it's about documenting it. Third, it's about rinse and repeating it so that you can sustain it. So in your business, you have to create momentum. Then you have to sustain momentum. And then you have to rinse and repeat it. You have to do it again and again and again. And oftentimes what smart entrepreneurs do is they don't abandon the things that work. They keep with it. They keep doing the same thing over and over and over again because they know that that's going to bring them the right results. So I will leave you with this tonight. If you don't know where your next sale is going to come from, then please look back over your business and see where it was that you generated your last sale, and then be intentional about your next sale. Because at the end of the day, the same way you got those sales in the past are the same ways you're going to get the sales in the future. You understand? And oftentimes it's about just taking those methods that worked and expanding them. You want to expand the methods that worked, not abandon the methods that work. Well, I hope that makes sense for you. And I hope that if you don't know where your next sale is going to come from, that you take some time out tonight to think about that and plan that out. Because sis, if you don't know where your next sale is going to come from, you're probably not going to get that sale. Okay? So think about that, make plans for that, be intentional about your sales, be intentional about your business. So there you have it. Now you know why it's important that you should know where your next sale is coming from. And you should be intentional about everything that you do in your business. Now, speaking about being intentional, I hope that you guys know that this upcoming November 16th, we're going to be hosting the 8th annual Small Business Bootcamp for Women. This is going to be the event of the year. It's going to help you set up yourself for 2020 success. We're going to be talking about how to build your audience from scratch. And I am going to be teaching you everything that I know about list building. So check this out. What do you think would happen if Facebook went away, LinkedIn went away, Instagram went away, and all of social media just went away? Now, how would you build and grow your business? Well, what most people don't understand, and that is that their greatest asset is their list. And we're not going to let this year, 2019, leave out without us really explaining and doing a deep dive with you and teaching you how to build, expand, and monetize your list. We want to set you up for 2020 success. By the time you leave the Small Business Bootcamp for Women this year, you'll be ready to implement on our strategy, and you'll go into 2020 well equipped with a large list that you can begin to market and promote to and pull money out of that list, just like you can when you go to an ATM machine. So if you haven't gotten your ticket for the 8th annual Small Business Bootcamp for Women, I want to encourage you to do so by visiting www.smallbusinessbootcampforwomen.com. Visit the website today and get a $20 discount by using the code AIM, the number 2, WIN. That's AIM to win. That's AIM, the number 2, WIN, WIN, AIM to win, and get $20 off your ticket to this event. And that's our gift to you just for listening. So make sure to secure your ticket now at www.smallbusinessbootcampforwomen.com. And I hope to see you at this event. It is absolutely the last event that you should invest in for 2019 to set yourself up for 2020 success. Take care, guys, and I'll see you on the next episode.